All right, so we got one of our projects finished. We started this on yesterday and got it done today.
Hi everybody, welcome to Two Oak Crows Homestead.
So one of the projects that I want to work on, we have several in the works right now, but one of the projects that I want to work on is this area right here. So the people, let me think about this, the people who own the property before the people that we bought it from, the wife, she was really big into landscaping, and she, did all of this, all of the flower beds that are up front and everything. And then I'm not sure, but I don't know that the people that we bought the house from put as much effort into keeping this up as she did. However, what I want to do with this is clean it up. I'm going to pull stuff out that I don't want in it, but I want to turn this into my herb garden. It's like, right now it's almost 12:30. So this gets morning sun. The sun rises in the east over there, and this kind of faces northeast. And so it gets really adequate morning sun. It will be shaded by the house in the evening, but I think it'll be good, and I think I can do like different levels of stuff since it's on a downhill slope. I'm really excited about this. So another project that we have, which probably we won't start working on this until the fall, more than likely, but this little area right here, let me see if I can find it. This little area right here is a little mini garden. I've got peppers over in there. There's a bunch of sunflowers. There is lavender, I think, is what I got planted in that little orange pot right there. My peppers got planted late, and hopefully they're going to take off soon, but I don't really, they're not really doing great. However, my tomatoes right there in that raised bed are doing fantastic. They're kind of like almost out of control now. So I was pretty pleased with those, but I have never been like a gardener. So, right now, this is, again, it's just like I'm learning. That's what this little area is. I'm really thrilled with the tomatoes and how they've been doing, but it's all a process for me. But in the fall, next year I want to have a bigger garden. I want to do sheet mulching, and I want it to be in this whole area right here. I want it to be closer to the house. I want there to be just like different beds of sheet mulched material, and hopefully this fall we can get that going and get it prepared for the spring. So that's another project. So this basically is kind of a hot mess. We just need to clean up. It's got a bunch of stuff in here from where we moved. We've got a bunch of lumber stacked up back here that Randy gets. Where he works at, they'll bring in trailers with all of this on it, and they just throw it away. So when he sees a big stack of it, he brings it home for us to use, which is a huge blessing. That's actually, we're building most of the turkey coop. The platform of the turkey coop was made out of a large 6 by 7 foot pallet that came from where I work. And then the rest of the lumber is from that up there that he has brought home from work. This area right here is either going to be a workbench for me for gardening stuff, or Randy's workbench. And then over here is the other one. So one of us is going to get this area for a workbench, and one of us is going to get this area for a workbench. It's just kind of like who needs the most room, I guess. But that's another project that we're going to be working on. So another project that we're going to be working on pretty soon, I want to say September, I think, is when we're planning on doing this. So when we moved in here, the backyard wasn't fenced in. And as you can see, there's a gate, let's see, right there. And right now it's not attached to anything, it's leaning. And we have 2 posts that we put in the ground that are in cement back there that just because we're inexperienced and didn't know what we were doing, one of the posts is higher than the other one. So when you level the gate out, then you have a big gap at the other end because it's not level. So we're hiring a guy to come in, and where this is all on a grade right here, or a downward slope, he's going to come in and kind of clear this out, just a lane like right through here, and level that up where we can fix that gate. And he's going to put rock down and come all the way out to the road out here. He's going to put a tile in, and so the water will drain off correctly. But then we'll be able to park our travel trailer over here, and also be able to use this to get into the backyard back by the barn, which is right there, and take care of any animal needs or anything that we have. So that's another project we have going on. So another project that we have, well, really that I have, because this is just something that really doesn't appeal to Randy, is our flower beds. Let me just show you. So this is our front. Okay, like right here is the front of our house. And then we have these big bushes, and there's some other big bushes over on this side. I know what those are called, and for the life of me right now, it's not coming to me. But the flower beds actually go back here, back to that gate back there, all the way up this side, and then around the front here, down to the paved drive, and then around this way. So this is really one of the things that I loved about this property when we looked at it, because I love flowers, but this thing is getting overgrown. One of the really cool things about it is that when spring started, it was like every day there was something new and beautiful that was blooming in this. Now there's some gladiolas over there, and there's all kinds of hostas and some lamb's ear, and some of this ornamental stuff. There's daylilies in there, but there's a bunch of other stuff that I don't want. There's all kinds of daisies over in that part of it, and those things right there, I don't know if you can tell, these they're dead now. I mean, they're dying back or whatever, but this is columbine, and it looks really pretty when it's blooming. So those just need to be cut down, because I definitely want those to come back every year. But a lot of this stuff just needs to come out. Especially, I've got like right here, Virginia creeper. See, and it's coming up my tree right here. That needs to come out. Over here, there's an elderberry bush, tree, shrub, whatever that is, right here, with some tiger lilies growing up in it right there. I'm pretty sure this is a lilac bush. On this side of the yard, there's a great big mimosa right there, and I'm under the impression that those are really good for permaculture. I need to research that. I've heard Billy on Permapasture's farm talk about them. I want to know, I'm not sure, there might be nitrogen replacers, I think is what the phrase is. But I need to look into that, because right now it's kind of like coming up in the middle of our power lines, and I don't know if that means it would get cut down or whatever, but we'll have to see. This tree right here, deader than a doornail. That sucker needs to come down. So we'll probably be taking him out. Projects. Randy's out there building the floor of our turkey coop. It needs to get done ASAP. and we're getting storms. It's about 7:30 right now. I think we have until maybe about 11. We're gonna get to work. So, we are not carpenters at all. As you can see, I'm sure we're doing like every bit of this wrong, but that's okay because when we're done, our turkeys are going to have a safe place to sleep.
We've been working on this turkey coop for the last couple of days and finally got it finished today. What we did, we had this platform down here that we got where Shelly works at. And all this wood here, I used to frame it in. We bought that back in the summer, back in the spring.
Actually, the wood we didn't buy.
Yeah, we did.
No, we got this stuff from, oh, wait a minute. That was from, yeah, we found that on Facebook Marketplace. It was actually a really good price, though. We got like 40 sticks for $40 or something.
Something like that.
But it's rough cut. So, yeah, I mean, we know that it's not as durable as the treated stuff that you would get at Lowe's or whatever, but y'all know that lumber is like crazy expensive.
So we just kind of framed this in, and we had this tin roofing right here that we got it fairly cheap. So we just pretty much built the frame for it. All the studs close to being 16 inches on center. So I built some roofs for it. It's pretty solid in here. Of course, this is new to these turkeys because they've been used to being inside the barn.
We just really wanted a place where they were protected or more protected while they're still babies. We bought 7 turkeys, yes, and we lost one of them.
Yeah, 7. We bought 7 blue slate turkeys. We got them a waterer and a feeder. Got them attached with some good eye bolts up here to help for stability. And it ain't going too where. Ain't going too where?
It ain't going anywhere.
It ain't going anywhere.
Hey, babies. Hey. Look at you. Look at you, little handsome guy. We don't know if it's a guy or not. We think the one that we lost was a tom, and we think we might have one tom left, but we're not 100% sure. One of them kind of like puts his tail feathers up, and
that one right over there,
by the feeder.
Yeah, because I was chasing him the other day trying to get him, and he flared his tail feathers out.
So maybe he's a tom. We'll see. But for right now, this is what we got, and we kind of built a little porch on the front of it with an overhang so they can hang out there if it's raining or whatever when we do start letting them out. And if it gets too cold in the wintertime, then we'll put, like plywood or barn siding or something around the outside to keep them warm. But for right now, we're hoping that it's going to keep them safe while they're still little babies. But hey, we got a project done. Woohoo! Say bye, Randy.
All right, thank you all for visiting our channel. Remember, Two Old Crows Homestead, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.